So I really enjoyed the speech. I felt that it was very powerful yet emotional at the same time. It was showing how an emotional song that was about a boy that had died, that you despised when you would play it in your radio station, really changed its meaning in your heart after you'd heard it, after your mother had died, playing it at her funeral, playing it on your way, or hearing it in the way home after she had died. And it really made it to where it has a stronger meaning to you now. And hearing about the experiences that your mother went through, about what you went through during that time as well. It's just very emotional, but it's amazing how you're able to reflect on yourself and reflect on how that positively impacted you. The speech was very interesting and it held my attention. It made me think of a few people in my life that are going through experiences like that are having to go through that weight loss surgery and the detrimental effects it's having on their bodies as well. I mean, they're essentially, like you said, killing themselves. It's not healthy. You may think it's your only option, but it just truly isn't healthy for you. And whenever you were talking, you were speaking with emotion. You may not have shown it in like facial features, but you could hear it in your voice. And I wanted to hear more. As it went on, I wanted you to keep going, keep talking about that experience. And it was very moving. The speech I felt was in a great format as well. It was quite easy to follow. I think there was only one point in the middle where I got a little lost, but I was easily able to catch back on and realize where you were at in that 10-year story at different times. The one thing that I would change, though, is throughout the middle of the speech, you were talking about something that happened like 3 years after the surgery, and then you jumped to like something like probably like 5 or 6 years, and I didn't catch on right there. And so if it were me speaking and that was my speech, the only thing that I personally would change would be to add in like a year marker or something so that I myself wouldn't get lost. I don't know, maybe it was just me that got lost on that one. I think the strongest part of your speech was whenever you were talking about your mother at the beginning, about how it changed you, that you were able to speak at her funeral, how it was like an important moment in your life. And then at the very end, when you were talking about how this song came over in your car and you just started breaking down, you felt like your mother was with you, like you finally had a proper goodbye. Those are like the most, I'd say, moving parts of the speech, the strongest parts. And throughout the speech, I do not think there was a specific weak point. It was a very lengthy speech, but you were able to hold and grasp my attention at least, and have strong feelings throughout the entire speech that made it strong. I personally would give you a 100 if I were your teacher. It was well spoken and full of emotion that I could see or hear as a listener. And you seem to feel greatly about this topic, about how you were mostly impacted by being able to finally get your goodbye from a song that you heard, speak at her funeral, let people know that about what you've gone through, especially at the young age of 35, losing your mother. It was emotional, but it was powerful. I don't think that's an easy thing to do. Makes a speech that is full of emotion, yet still grasps people's attention, motivates them, moves them, touches them, just does different things for them.